We are in Atlanta as the Hawks plan to take advantage of their home floor. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, Dort, after the missed three from Trae Young. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Ahead, here's Dort.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Okongwu's shot is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Thunder off to a quick start here. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Two open that time, made it look too easy.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And that one misses.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
And he's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 5. Pass to Reza Shai. Daniels with it. Johnson left side. 5 to shoot. Here's Reza Shai. Over Williams. And it's Reza Shai missing.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go from the high post. And that's 11 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen away. Now Daniels. Still without a basket. Okongwu with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Riza-Shea. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. They get it again. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren with it. Over in the corner, Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Young from outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard it a lot better than that beyond the arc.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. The Hawks trailed by 4. In the corner, Daniels. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He comes away.
The Thunder, 16.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
It's Okongwu, high post. Johnson outside. Here's Riza-Shea. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, number 6, David Williams.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Holmgren wide open. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trailing. Johnson the screen. On the wing, Johnson. Lets it fly from 18. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Pass to Riza-Shea. Off target from outside. And so here is Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Sinks the three-pointer.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Young, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. And it's Dort off the drive. Pass to Holmgren. And the three off target. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Johnson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. And then Johnson with the jam.
such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his team.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Pass to Riza-Shai, driving the lane, and the dunk by Riza-Shai.
Riza-Shai is so talented with the ball in his hands.
And here is Holmgren. It's good from long range. Holmgren's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Pass to Riza-Shai. Stolen by Dort. Jumps up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Young outside. And here's Daniels, defended by Dort. Rebound by Williams.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. A floater. Young, no good. Riza-Shai with the steal. Pass to Johnson. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
1 second left. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks on top. They're up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Hawks leading. Here's Bufkin. To the right side. Back to Capella. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Niang with the ball. Pass to Bufkin. Back to Niang. Now here's Capella. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, LeVert drills it from outside.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor it.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Niang. And the layup's good off the glass. Niang's got his first points in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat, but a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
This is why SGA is a focal point of his offense, because of that ability to score. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Aston Niang. Here's Capella. Here's Bufkin. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Back to Capella. Now Levert. The Hawks working the ball around. Bufkin, no good. Now here's Holmgren. He has 7. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Levert. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the triple. Levert's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Over in the corner, Dort. Holmgren up top. Back to Dort. Outside Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Aston Niang. That's good. And it's Levert with the assist. Niang's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it for the lead. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
It's Dort on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Near the three-point line, it's Holmgren. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. No good on the second free throw.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither.
The Thunder, 46.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to Hartenstein. Out to Wallace. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Johnson. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Got loose. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. Higgins outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Johnson for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Reza Shea. Young in the corner. Like at 6. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
And that corner 3 isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Johnson attacking, and Johnson with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Outside, Dort. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Hawks leading by 10. A wide open look here for Okongwu. 3-pointer. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the wing 3. 3-pointer, Daniels. Kansas.